Alright, so today, along with their price cut of the 3DS, Nintendo announced that they lost 25.5 million yen in the first quarter of 2011. First quarter financial year was April, May, and June. Alright, so they lost about 25.5 million yen. That translates or converts to about $330,000. So, a lot of you out there right now are probably saying, okay, I guess it's bad for them that they lost money, but 330,000, I mean, that's just a drop in the bucket for a corporation like Nintendo. They're a multi-billion-dollar international corporation. How much do they really care about $330,000? And I completely hear you on that, but the significance of this isn't in the amount of money lost. I think it's in how they lost the money. Now, largely what happened was they were marketing the 3DS. And, you could argue that that's going to pay off in the future. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. We'll wait and see. But here's how else they lost it. Now, they generally, during this quarter, made money off of the 3DS for everyone sold. They'd make a little bit of money. Obviously, they make money off their games. And they also made money off of other DS systems sold and Wii sold. So, obviously their hardware sales have not been that good the first quarter of the fiscal year. So I got some statistics here, and here they are. So for the 3DS, they've sold a total of about 4.5 million software units. Okay, well, that means that they have sold like 1.5 games for every 3DS sold. Not making a ton of money there. But that's software related. That'll probably pick up as the console goes on. But here's what's really significant. Other DS hardware besides 3DS only sold about 1.5 million in 3 months, and that's everything DS Lite. Everything up until the 3DS. Now that's pretty bad. That's like what I would expect to see out of just Japan for the 3 months. That's the whole world though. So that's pretty bad, but here the Wii sold just over 1.5 million in 3 months. Now that's pretty bad. They've obviously lost a lot of momentum with that, and that's where the significance is. They've lost momentum in their hardware sales. I'm sure Nintendo fanboys will just say, oh look, it's because the Wii 2 has been announced. But I'm convinced that's not it. I think they really have lost momentum. It's not just because of the Wii U. Some people are waiting for that, but for the most part, I think everyone who's interested in the Wii already has one, pretty much. And I'm sure Sony fanboys, Microsoft fanboys, and Sony and Microsoft themselves have all got their fingers crossed, hoping that this spells the end for Nintendo. It's a little too early to say, obviously. It depends on if they can turn this around with the Wii U. But it does seem to me as though they have been losing momentum recently with their sales, not just based on this, but they have lost momentum with the Wii sales. This will allow Microsoft and Sony a chance to catch up a little. I know the Wii is, the leader by a gigantic number of hardware units sold, so I'm not saying they're going to catch up all the way, but this shows that Nintendo has kind of plateaued with its sales and their momentum. This might give Sony and Microsoft a chance leading into the next generation to turn this around and retake the lead from Nintendo. Or in the case of Microsoft, take the lead for the first time. Because it seems as though people are losing a little bit of interest in Nintendo, based on the Wii sales and 3DS sales. So I'm sure they're going to try to turn it around. The 3DS price cut is a first step in doing that. But we'll see how things go. This pretty much concludes my update. The only opinion that I'm going to voice about this, I'm just going to repeat that I think their momentum has pretty much stalled. I'm not saying that Nintendo is going to go and crash and burn and be third place next generation in the console war. They could very well win again. Alright, but right now, they aren't going to if things continue to trend in this direction. They might turn it around, but the only thing I can really say right now is that their momentum has plateaued, and this gives Sony and Microsoft a chance, which is what I find to be significant about these numbers. Alright, well, I'll see you all in the next YouTube video, and peace out.